Namaste, good morning to everyone present here with us today. Welcome to the second episode of The Great Sculptor, an interview series and an award that recognizes the inspiring journeys of parents with their differently able children. I'm Amita Prasad and I will be your host for the day. After our first episode of The Great Sculptor, we received an enormous feedback on how the interview helped parents understand their differently able children and help them succeed. Thus, we're back again with yet another story of a brilliant child, Devesh, who, even with autism spectrum disorder and ADHD, is a Carnatic musician, having won many awards and acing all music examinations. The Great Sculptor is organized by Amara Soundarya Foundation, which was established in 2004 with the main purpose of realizing the dream to serve differently abled children and provide them with all services to facilitate their growth. Here's a small glimpse at some of our activities.
ಇದಾ
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇದು ಅಲ್ಲ ಕಣೋ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರ್ದ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ
ಆ ಮೀಟಿಂಗೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು.
I request everybody to mute their audio. Things that make children different are the things that make them unique and successful. I assure you that this second episode will be informative and will give you a different insight on parents' perspective of raising their differently able children. Saying that, let's move on to introduce our esteemed things that make children different are the things that make them unique and successful. I assure you that this second episode will be informative and will give you a different insight on parents' perspective of raising their differently able children. Saying that, let's move on to introduce our esteemed guests for the day. Our chief guest for today is Ms. Meena Jain. Ms. Meena Jain has more than 3 decades of rich experience and expertise in the area of special education, specific learning disability, child psychology, and other specialized areas. She is well known among professionals in field of special education and has got an opulent knowledge in management and administration of NGOs and schools. It is our pleasure to welcome you today, ma'am. We would be honored if you could share with us few words.
Good morning to everyone. Happy to be here
Good
and
morning, ma'am.
to be associated with Nirmala for almost 20 years now. Journey a long way, and I'm so thrilled that every time I meet her, she comes up with something innovative, something new, where she wants to better the world of the disability sector. And it's my privilege and my honor to be here today amongst all the stalwarts who are also present here in this gathering. I feel that if all of us together, we are all talking collective consciousness, but I think that collective consciousness has to happen within the disability sector also, that we have to keep away all our egos and all our this thing, but share best practices, come together and see what we can do for the children and adults of this country who have special needs. They are not asking for sympathy. They are asking for compassion. They are asking for hand-holding to grow and develop. They are asking to also live a life like us. And they can. They will, they can, and we have to lead them there. But if I'm looking at that, we all need to break a lot of barriers for them, especially the civic society. Because here it starts from the mother who gives birth to this child. She's asked 150 questions why she gave birth to a child like this for no fault of hers. That journey itself for her when she starts, is the biggest challenge is the social stigma. The second one is how we live in denial and take a long time to accept that our child has some special needs. It's so important that we stop shopping. We need a specific diagnosis, which lead to an absolute intervention and give a life to a child. We need to have a multidisciplinary approach. But to make all this happen, unless the civic society comes together collectively and makes it happen, we are still making candles. We are still, keeping them at home after 40. We are still not taking them out for marriages because we feel, what will people say, what will people do? But if the civic society says it's okay, you bring them on, we'll take part. Yes, there has been at least, I can say, 5% improvement in parents who are bringing out their children with more fearlessness and confidence and acceptance that yes, my child has this. But the beauty of in this whole thing is we need to look at all the abilities these kids have. And if I think we all focus on the abilities these children have, and that is what we are looking at happening at Amara Saundarya. We are looking at what the child can do or what the adult can do, not what he's not able to do. And that is the uniqueness of this organization, where they are treating the child and the family together to make it happen for the child. Because unless there is support from all corners, this child will not be able to take major, bigger steps in life. And I really congratulate Nirmala for having created this, the great sculptor. And I think she's going to be the change maker in our nation very soon. And we need such orbit changers. Actually, we need change makers who will change the whole perception of what this whole sector is being treated as at all levels, be it at national level or state level or district level. How this whole thing needs a complete collaborative, connected, work to be done. I think she will do it, and I'm very confident that Nirmala will definitely break all the barriers and surge forward and make it happen for these children, because she doesn't have a selfish agenda. The reason I'm associated with her is the simple reason is she doesn't have a selfish agenda. that what will I gain out of this whole thing? She's not looking at making money, or she's not looking at making name, but she's looking at giving life to these children. And that shows her selflessness and compassion. And I'm happy that she's not sympathetic, but she's compassionate, she's committed. And I'm also happy that, all the families which are coming to Amara Soundarya, I had the privilege to meet, who have children with special needs, are also coming forward and being to make happen for the children in this institution. And I think we all together will definitely make a difference. And from my side, I will only say that, there's a song which says, जिंदगी हर कदम एक नई जंग है, जीत जाएंगे हम तुम अगर साथ दो. So I think if we all, it is a big war for the parents and children with special needs. So I think if we all start walking by holding their hands and walking together, but not saying we are behind you. We need somebody beside you. So behind you doesn't make sense to me at all, but beside you makes the sense. So if we can make that human chain and make it happen across the globe, I'm sure these children in India with special needs will have a better deal with life, and they can make their lives too like you and me. I'm sure that will happen. And God bless, and happy to be a part of this event today. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you very much, Meenaji. It was just motivating, so encouraging. I don't have any words, but I have to tell everyone, this is the time I have to tell, she is the one. Today the school. I started the school because of her. I attended her class. In the class, she said, okay, someone has to come forward and start something, like school, the good school for this children. I said that day itself, I told her, no, I'll do. But if you only condition is she has to be with me, because she's the one, really. So whenever I call her, no, she never says no to anything. She said, I want to do this, and first madu. That is what is giving me the energy to go ahead. Thank you. I'm really, really grateful for giving me or making me do good thing or give back to the society. Meenaji, thank you very much. And she is a wonderful friend of mine. I'm very proud about that. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Meena, for such a kind words. Today's guest of honor are an inspiring couple, Srimati Sai Padma and Shri Pragnanand. Ms. Srimati Sai Padma is a polio survivor who regained her voice after 52 shock treatments. Even with her disability, she successfully completed graduation in law, commerce and chartered accountancy, and a diploma in Carnatic classical music. She founded Global AID, that is Ability in Disability, in 2007 to make contribution in 4 areas, that is mobility, accessibility, employability, and sustainability. She is a singer, a writer. She has also been chosen as one of the 100 most influential women by BBC under their hashtag 100 Women Challenge for year 2017. Her husband, Pragnanand, is a health coach, integrated therapist, promoting food as medicine. He is also an active social entrepreneur and student. He graduated in yoga, consciousness, psychology, forestry management, economics, and holds an MPhil in natural resource management. He is a founder of Integrated Institute promoting Ayurveda, yoga, homeopathy, acupuncture, and various other things. It is our pleasure to welcome you to this event, and we would be grateful if you could share with us a few words. If you could unmute.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Sai Padma. So glad to be here along with Anand, who is my husband. So we live in Vishakhapatnam. It's like this is kind of a real ability in disability, because we all have the disability of corona pandemic that is looming around, and we have created that into an ability of meeting all the like-minded people here with a wonderful opportunity. Nirmala is, is a kind of live wire, and that is also a sustainable, and she doesn't make a tall claims, but she does the phenomenal work. I'm so happy to know her as a friend. The most important thing is to take care of the ecosystem. Basically, persons with disability, Indian disability is different. I totally agree with Meenaji. That's what she spoke about, is like, till today, we are not invited to marriages. We are not even, nobody will ask whether you will get married or not. What do you think about your life partner? Well, how do you want to plan your life? Because still it's been considered, because we are no different from our assistive devices. We are no different from our wheelchairs, our accessible bathrooms, or whatever it is. Like she said, see, we want to change the same thing. We are still making candles and do the phenyl. We all do the things that is not a priority, that whether people buy in the charitable sector, because they have to buy to support us, not that they need it. I'll tell you an example, because I worked in web accessibility of persons with disabilities as well. There is a friend of mine who is working in Yahoo. He is low vision challenged. He was just going to, because he has been given an award for being the highest taxpayer in that particular year or something. So he's going on the road carrying his white cane or something. So somebody came and gave a donation of 10 rupees. See, disability is so much associated with being asked all the time. But at the same point of time, we are a lot of persons with disabilities, lot of people are in a position to make the best use of the resources, and they want to be part. At one go, you are asking them to be part of the inclusive society, and at the same kind, because that like they say, the real disability is in the mind. So I'm so happy that there are many parents who are changing the stereotypes. Especially, I really feel that this great sculptor should be conducted, that's my suggestion only, conducted in colleges and schools to make the so-called normal person understand that disability, be the etiquette or be the, what it entails to be. See, I went to Ranchi, where I went into a museum. So Sanchi in Bhopal, where that disability commissioner made all the persons, all the staff in the museum to sit in a wheelchair for an 8-hour shift to understand the needs of the persons with disability for one day. Like, just that's why we need to challenge the so-called normal people in different scenarios, like understand the challenges, because when they know it, because unless until they know the difficulty, they don't straightforwardly come forward, because not everyone is like Nirmala, to have that empathy towards, because unless until the empathy is practiced in a more systemic way. Because we talk a lot. Today we talk, tomorrow we talk a lot. But at the end of the day, as an advocate, as an accessibility specialist, what I feel is like people don't know. People are not lack of empathy. At the same point of, this is the same country that has given migrant labor so many things. This is the same country that has taken people out of the hunger thing. Relatively, there are less hunger deaths nowadays. This is the country that is giving the technological solutions to the rest of the world. But when it comes to the disability, that kind of system is not supported. Why? Because we, disability sector as a group, fail to include the normal society and showcase what is the problem. Hey, this is the problem. See, somebody can want to learn the music. They have the ability to learn the music, but somebody, they can't reach from point A to point B. See, unless until we are vocal about our problems, we are able to make the other people understand. We will never be in a better negotiating way. That is what I really want, that because I have conducted volunteers Ventura and all to train the volunteers for disability sector. In a span of engineering or something, not even one person, one student has a disabled co-student. Most of the people have never seen the disability, never seen the people with mental challenges, never seen what is the challenges of people with low vision, deaf mute. So that's why however much, if you want to make an impact, make a dent and go challenge the normal stereotypes. That is my take. I'm giving to Anand, because I always say that, I am the one who has included him per se. That apart, basically, everyone is disabled in one way or the other. Every one of us are disabled. Somebody are disabled by fear, somebody are disabled by lot of challenges. But at the same point of time, we also need help from the other sectors. As long as we can ask, this is the thing. There is never, because people are not seeing us as priority. It is our prerogative to make them understand that, hey, see, we need this. We are in the priority sector. We require urgent action. Be it marriages, be it jobs, be it the livelihoods. So I always say to everyone, because behind my success, or so-called per se, whatever it is, there definitely is two men. One is my father and second is my husband. He is the legs that I don't have functionally. Okay, so over to Anand.
Pranamam to all of you. My name is Prajnanand, and I am a yoga therapist and also a psychologist and a food therapist. So this is what I am. And my first guinea pig is Sai Padma. Thanks for including me in her life. It is an opportunity to help most of the persons with disabilities. That's a lifetime opportunity to me. And I am working on especially food for persons with disabilities, like recognized 21 disabilities. And also I follow the ICD, that is International Classification of Diseases, and try to come out with some kind of a therapeutic foods that are most essential, because most of the persons with disabilities are either they lead a sedentary life, and which puts on the weight. So I am focusing on that. Any help in this regard, I am will be the most happiest person to extend it to Saundarya Foundation. And with this, I thank you very much.
I really thank you very much for this wonderful couple for joining us. Padma and Anand, you should, like everyone should meet them, you know, they're amazing. They're doing great work. They're made for each other. That's what I always feel. Not only like doing the work, not only they're serious in their work, but what I observed is they enjoy their life also. And I should add here, she's a beautiful singer. I think we spent around 2 hours that day, I think last few years back. I'll never forget that. It was so beautiful, and a lot of things to share, a lot of things to understand, and they entertain also as, and the pending is there, Padma, Anand, like I have to be there. Very soon we'll plan as soon as this COVID thing and all are gone, you know. And I'm really thankful for coming and saying few words. It's really motivating. Thank you very much. Unmute. Please.
Yeah, I mean, she escapes her. Don't leave her. You have to listen to her singing, especially the parody songs. For the latest songs that are being hit, and
Sure.
only thing is that she lost her voice, and after 52 shock treatments, she regained her voice. There is a purpose in it. I always tell her there is a purpose in it, and it has to be taken forward, and it is a feast to our ears, as you said.
Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you
Organize
so
one
much,
program,
Nirmala.
one event itself for that. Not only me, everyone should get the opportunity to listen to her.
Yes.
Definitely we'll do that.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Nirmala, for the opportunity.
Thank you, and
thank you,
wishes
Amar
to-
Saundarya Foundation. You are doing an important work of including the ecosystem, especially the parents, the caregivers. You know, they are most tired. They are unrecognized. You know, those kind of people are need to be spoken, and their recognition in the total scenario will make us more robustly include into the mainstream, the so-called mainstream.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you
definitely.
so much.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am, for giving us this awareness on disability and for sharing your personal experience. Welcome you to this
Amita,
session.
just a second. I want to request Sai to just sing 2 lines, since we will get that feel of that melodious voice. And I want to be having that opportunity since I've got you on the screen now. Yeah.
Yes, please.
हमको मन की शक्ति देना, मन विजय करे, दूसरों की जैसे पहले खुद की जय करे। हमको मन की शक्ति देना, भेदभाव अपने दिल से साफ कर सके, दूसरों से भूल हो तो माफ कर सके, झूठ से बचे रहे, सच का दम बढ़े, दूसरों के जैसे पहले खुद की जय करे। हमको मन की शक्ति दे। Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Amar Saundarya Foundation. All power to you, Nirmala.
Thank
Lots
you.
and
Thank
lots
you.
to do.
That was really wonderful. Thank you.
I did a fundraising with this song because why I'm just saying is like Anand came up with an idea in a fundraising because it is going slow. He came up with a fund because I was doing it for others. There is an organization, Heart and Hand for the Handicapped in New York. When we are doing this, the fundraising is going slow. So he came up with an idea of auctioning this song. So the organizers has auctioned the song. So, be it, empathetic or empowerment you call. In 7 minutes, they have collected $48,000 and they have donated it to an organization in Dehradun. Because we need to catch up. Why I'm saying is like, we need to catch up with different methods of making us visible, sustainable in a proper way. That's what, all this is about.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you, Nirmala. Thank you, Meenaji.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And kudos to all the parents. Without you, we are zero.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. You have a beautiful voice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Without taking much of your time, let's proceed to today's interview. The interviewer today is our very own Miss Nirmala Amarnath. She is the chairperson and founder of Amara Saundarya Foundation, a school that caters exclusively to children with autism, Down syndrome, and other learning difficulties, and strives to provide all the facilities required for special needs children. She's a founder of Arya Vocational Training Academy, which offers the beautician course, teachers training, and life skill to women, with a view to empower them and make them independent. Today, she will be interviewing Mr. and Mrs. Hanumant Raju, who are parents of Devesh. Devesh has been practicing Carnatic vocal for the past 11 years, tabla for the past 10 years, and started learning Mridangam for 2 years. He is excellent in the field and his ambitions to become a singer and to give music concerts. His dream is to share a stage with legendary singer S.P. Balasubramaniam. His hobbies also include terrace gardening and mushroom cultivation. We are pleased to welcome the whole family to the great sculptor. Before we move on to the interview section, I would like to make few clarifications. In the course of the interview, if anybody has a question, please put them in the chat box. Mr. Hanumant Raju will be answering them after the interview is over. We want to make the session as interactive as possible, giving our audience the chance to discuss their queries. Without further ado, I request Ms. Nirmala to take over and begin the interview.
Thank you very much, Amita. I once again welcome all of you, board members, Meena, my teachers, friends, and special welcome to even Vidwan Dattatri is with us today, and everyone, and really it's motivating to see you all. Now we will start the session with Mr. Hanumant Raju. Before that, I'd like to tell, see, children with special needs are not said to special parents. They make parents special. Today we will meet parents who have made the most of the situation and raised a very talented young boy. But before we meet the parents, let's meet the sculptor. Devesh. The hero of the day is Devesh. I can see the excitement in Devesh, like it's so nice to see him. Hi, Devesh. Hello,
Hi,
Devesh. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. How about you, ma'am?
Yes, I am good and I am extra happy, It's nice to see you, man.
Same to you, ma'am.
We have heard lot about you from your father. Today I want to see your talent also. Shall we start with a song? We are really eager to hear you, Devesh. Can we do that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Shall I start, ma'am? Mahadev Shambho Mahadev Shiva Shambho Shri Mahadev Shiva Shambho Shri Mahadeva Shiva Shambho Shri Mahadeva Shiva Shambho Shri Mahadeva Shiva Shambho Shri Mahadeva Shiva Shambho Shri Marakoti Sundara Prabhu Shri Mahadeva Shiva Shambho Shri Marakoti Sundara Prabhu Shri Mahadeva Shiva Shambho Sahasrakoti Janapalana Sahasrakoti Janapalana Sahasrakoti Janapalana Sahasrakoti Janapalana Adhu Samrakshana Pavana Sadhu Samrakshana Pavana Sadhu Samrakshana Pavana Sadhu Samrakshana Pavana Mahadeva Shiva Shambho Shri Marakoti Sundara Prabhu Mahadeva Shiva Shambho सर्वेश्वर करुणाकरमूर्ते सर्वेश्वर करुणाकरमूर्ते सर्वेश्वर ते सामगान प्रिय वेद स्फूर्ते सर्वेश्वर करुणाकरमूर्ते सामगान प्रियवेदस्फूर्ते परमेश्वर गंगाधर कीर्ते परमेश्वर गंगाधर कीर्ते परमेश्वर गंगाधर कीर्ते पतित पावन श्री पशुपते पतित पावन श्री पशुपते पतित पावन श्री पशुपते पतित पावन श्री पशुपते महादेव शिव शंभो श्रीमारकोटि सुंदर प्रभो श्री महादेव शिव शंभो शिव शंभो शिव शंभो शिव शंभो शंभो शिव शंभो शिव शंभो शिव शंभो Thank you.
Super, super, excellent.
Excellent, fabulous. I'm very, very happy, Kanda. It's really amazing, amazing. And I request everyone to kindly unmute and give a big applause to Devesh.
It shows the total dedication and the amount of practice he must have had. Nothing like it to bring it to this perfection.
Yes, sir.
Great.
Yes, Balakrishna, sir. True, very true. We can see the effort, I really appreciate. Okay, let's meet the great sculptors who identified and nurtured the talent. Okay, Mr. Anmantaraju. I welcome Mr. Anmantaraju.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. ನಾನು ಹನರಾಜು, ನಮ್ಮ ವೈಫ್ ಉಷಾ, ನನ್ನ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಗ.
Before we start, sir, one nimsha. Before we continue, I request everyone to again mute themselves. Mute. Everyone mute. Yeah, so that the voice will be very clear. Yes, Anmantaraju, sir, please continue. Welcome, sir. Welcome, Nimge. Namaste, sir.
Thank you. This is Devesh, my elder son, and Dhruva, my younger son, my wife, Usha, and my mother-in-law. So, and my parents are in Ramanagar, and they're also in the call. Ashwath Narayana, and my mother is Kamalakshi.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome.
And they are also. Actually, I'm a MCA graduate, postgraduate, and worked in IT field for around 18 years. And I was in some few countries as well. And even Devesh was with me at that time. And when we fought with Devesh, it is not, for me, it is like an opportunity now. So earlier, initially, it was an issue for me. But later, it turned to an opportunity to explore new fields, which I was not walked around. So now, it is like an opportunity for us. Daily, it is like an opportunity for us to learn something and feel like what Devesh is feeling about that. So his mood, whenever his mood changes, even we will also change our moods. Okay, so but in a reverse way. And we will keep thinking like what to do for that, what to do for that, what to do next. Like that, we'll keep on thinking, and we started exploring one by one, and whatever it given a results. So we made a like baseline of that, and then we started working with him. And
Okay. What are the initial challenges you had, sir?
Yeah, actually, first I will tell you about Devesh achievements first. Before going to the negative, I will go to the positive first. Devesh right now currently doing Vidwat in Carnatic vocal, and his present guru is Gayatri ma'am, and they are living in Kumaraswamy layout, and he is learning from her. But first guru is Lakshmi Narasamma. So she accepted Devesh in that condition that nobody was accepted at that condition. Okay, she is also in the call, and she is around 90 years old. Okay, so she's still passionate about singing, and from past 1 week she started again taking a sessions to the Devesh, and she sings Pallavi like Alapna, the Pallavi Alapna, and he has to find out the ragas and the song. So they started working like that. Okay, and we didn't requested her to do that, but she voluntarily called us and said that I will check with Devesh the knowledge what he has. At least it will be like a brush up for him, so that he will learn the new ragas. So they started working from last week once again. I am very thankful to Lakshmi Narasamma ma'am. She is in the call.
ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ರು ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಅವನು ತುಂಬಾ ಚುರುಕಾಗಿದ್ದ. ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೋತಿದ್ದ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೋತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅವನು. ಒಂಚೂರು ಎದ್ದು ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಿಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ತಾಯಿನೇ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ ಜೊತೆಗೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೂರ್ಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ, ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಪಾಠ ಮಾತ್ರ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದ. ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಹೇಳೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಲಿತಿದ್ದ ಅವನು. ಇವಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಆಗೋ ತನಕ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಪಾಠ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ. ಏಜ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಸಾಕು ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಅವನು ಬಹಳ ಬೇಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಲ್ತ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. ನಾನು ಸೀನಿಯರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗನೇ ನಾನು ಸ್ವರ ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅವನೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಿದ್ದ ಹಾಡು. ಹಾಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಚುರುಕಾಗಿದ್ದ ಅವನು ತುಂಬಾ. ಅದೇ ನನ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷ, ಅವನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಯ್ತು. ಅವ್ರ ತಾಯಿ ತಂದೆನೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟಿರ್ಪ ಪಾಪ ಅವನನ್ನ ಸಾಕಕ್ಕೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕ ಫಲ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ಅವ್ನು ತುಂಬಾ ಬುದ್ಧಿವಂತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಇವಾಗಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಒಂಚೂರು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಅವ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲದೂ ಉತ್ತರ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಿದ್ದ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಉತ್ತರ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಿದ್ದ ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ. ಯಾವ್ದು ಜನ್ಯ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಿದ್ದ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಫು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಹಾಫು ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ರಾಗ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಿದ್ದ. ತುಂಬಾ ಬುದ್ಧಿವಂತ ಅವನು.
ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷ. ಬುದ್ಧಿವಂತ ಇದ್ದ, ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು
ಅಂತ ಇವಾಗಲೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಲಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಕಲಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ.
ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಕಲ್ಸಿದಿರಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಮಗುನ ನಾನು ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಕಲ್ಸಿದೀರಾ? ಅದು ನಿಮ್ ದೊಡ್ಡತನ.
ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಮಕ್ಳು ಪಾಪ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಮೊದಲೇ ಟೀಚರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆದರ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಮಾತಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅವಾಗ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನನ್ಗೆ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೋತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಯಾವ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಏನು ಇದು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಜೋರು ಮಾಡೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇವನಂತೂ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಇದಾಗಿದ್ದ ಪಾಪ. ಮೊದ್ಲು ಬಂದಾಗ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಒಂಥರ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೋತಿರ್ಲಿ, ಅದ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಹಾಡು ಮಾತ್ರ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಅವನು. ಗಮನ ಇಟ್ಟು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ದ. ಇವಾಗೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಒಂದ್ 2-3 ಕಡೆ ಕಚೇರಿಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ.
ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷ ನಿಮ್ ಪರಿಚಯ ಆಗಿದ್ದು. ತುಂಬಾ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ನೀವು. ಸರ್ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಹನುಮಂತರಾಜ್ ಅವರೇ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿ. 10 minutes. Who was the next guru?
Actually ಅವಾಗಲೇ ನಾವು when he started learning the music, actually his motor skills was not good. So he was feeling difficulty in writing as well. and his writing speed is very low. And that is the reason we went to NIMANS and we explained the problem. And we got a permission to take a scribe as well to write the exam. Actually, in this journey, I came across three types of people. One is they will help always this type of children, and they will encourage, and they will always try to explore like what talent they have. Okay, that is the first category. And second category is they don't care about him and they don't do any harm to these people. Okay, that is second category. And third category is, and some people like they will make fun of
loudly.
Hello.
ಸರ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಯ್ತು ವಾಯ್ಸು, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿ.
So third category, they don't do any help to this type of children. Rather, they will make fun of these children and they will always try to trouble. So this third category, I experienced in the music examination board. When we went and explained the scribe, with a scribe, and we need a permission from in the letter, and we produced the letter from the NIMANS as well. And when I was explaining this to the superintendent of that examination board, he was laughing, and then he said, what these type of people will do to this society after learning the music, whether he can able to teach others or whether he can able to give concerts. Okay, and at that time I was literally crying. So, and I said, okay boss, you leave it. Okay, I will prove what he is. Okay, and then like at least 100 concerts he has to give. I will make like that. Okay. So, and then on that day we decided, okay, we will leave this type of people and we will forward with the what efforts we are making, and then we'll definitely make this children to feel proud later. So, and then he has written on his own that exam. Actually, his mentality is like, whenever he see a lot of questions to write, he will get discouraged. Okay, after seeing the quantity of the questions, so number of questions, he will like, even though he knows the answers, he doesn't write. Okay, since he went alone, and then he has answered all multiple choice questions correctly, and then descriptive he couldn't able to answer, but still he passed out in first class. The junior exam, Carnatic junior exam. And that is the reason what I want to say at this stage to the parents is, before going to any help from the government or any officers or departments, please take a printout, government order, okay? And you should know their rights first. So if you know the rights, then you can demand them. You should not request, you have to demand that. Because government has given a permission for this type of children to take a scribe, and you have to demand, you should not request. So we have to order them. Boss, I need a letter, just sign and give it. If you can't give it, let me talk to the director directly. So that way, this problem I explained to the Basaraju, Commissioner of Disability. Okay. Yeah, and he said that if you find out any issue like that, just call me. And he has given his card.
ಇದು ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವೇನೋ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಹಂಗೆ ಸೋಮವಾರ
ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್.
ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು, ನೀನು ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾಡಿರೋದೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ. ಸಾರಿ, ಹೇಳಿ.
ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಹಸೀಲ್ದಾರ್.
ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್, ಹನುಮಂತರಾಜ್ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿ, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್.
Yeah, so he has given his visiting card and he told me, like, if you find any such issue, just call me direct. I will take it up take the issue. Okay, so that's what I'm requesting all parents to know the rights first. before going to any government offices.
Perfect,
And
perfect.
then the same parallelly he started learning tabla. Okay, and his initial guru was H.S. Gopinath. He is very near to my house, and
Is he here in the meeting?
When he started tabla, yeah, he is not in the meeting right now.
Okay.
So, but Mridangam guru might be there. His name is Sai Vamshi. Okay, he is learning Mridangam from him. And initially, we faced lot of issues. And whenever we were like the fingers, it has to go to some particular positions to get some particular sounds. Okay, it was very difficult to move the finger to the particular places and tap. Okay, so at that time, we started like some innovation techniques, like we used to put rubber band to these two fingers, okay, to make it join and tap on the tabla. And then like we used to hold his fingers and tap, and he has to tap on our body first, and then he has to feel, and then I used to tap on his body, he has to feel that, then he has to do on the tabla. So like that, it is not like a 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. Okay, it took like years together for us. But one thing was like motivating us daily is he was showing the good interest. He was showing the good interest in learning. So that made us like to make progress in that way. And now tabla also he can do very well. And he passed out junior with 85%. And now he is preparing for tabla with Gurumurthy Vaidya. And he is taking the Gandharva level 2 exam as well, All India level exam as well. He is taking now. That is in the December. But preparation is not doing anything because whatever it needs, that exam he knows already. So, and we are not at all worrying about the exam. For him, the exams, what he says, the exams are like a festival of music. That Lakshmi Narasamma taught him. Exams are like a festival, and whatever we learn, we have to sing and enjoy on that day.
Correct.
So that's it. Like exams and all, we are not at all worrying about anything. Okay. And
but normally, sir, what happens, Anmantraju sir, what happens actually, in spite of knowing the child is good at music, dance, or some extra different skill, as a parent, normally what we do is we focus more on the education. We feel, okay, first let the child complete the education. Then we will see see whatever he is interested in and all, because we don't see that, okay, there is, it will be useful. We feel though it won't be useful. Learning music is not useful. As you said, music like that, everyone tell, I know that. But nimgantad bandilva, you didn't feel that. Okay, am I doing right or wrong? First let him study. Anta ansilva nimge?
Actually, namage modlinda enittu my view on the education is, see, now lot of things are there to learn online, the education, and then there is no age limit for the education now. Earlier it was. Earlier they had some restrictions on the education side. Now it is, we have very flexibility in the education side, and the inside academy school helped us a lot. Actually, whenever I used to take any major dish related to his studies or something, I used to take a appointment with Madam Marut D'Souza. Ma'am, she is also in the call. And we used to take an appointment with her, and we used to discuss our plan with her, and then ask us to validate first whether it is right or wrong, or any changes to be done, or any any compromises or anything to need to be done. We used to discuss with her first, and then we used to take her advice, and then we used to take decisions. So Merit also in the call. Ma'am, could you please talk about this?
Ma'am, welcome, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm Mrs. D'Souza, the principal of Insight Academy. I think Mrs. Meena Jain knows about the school. Hi, how are you? Yeah, I think Nirmala Amarnath, if I'm not mistaken, I met you
Hi,
once when I was the principal of Carmel, if I'm not mistaken, long back. It's with Soundarya Foundation. Maybe you have forgotten, but I still remember when I saw you. It's a nice
Okay.
meeting you all here. And
It's our
to be
pleasure.
very frank with you, Devish, my darling boy, and I think he came and met when he was just 6 years or something like that. A very and the main thing is, as Mr. Hanumant Raju said, he couldn't stand in one place. He was very inquisitive. He has to move around, and yes, a very lovely child. Always wanted to speak something. He had no this thing that everyone has to speak. And yes, academically, as you feel, yeah, he had slight problems, which I should appreciate the parents, and they always used to come forward and always they wanted to help the child in whichever way they could. And mother, I think almost every day they used to come with the child, meet the teachers, meet, and they have done a lot to help the child. And what I feel is, as a school, inclusive school, first of all, what we need to understand is to accept the child as the child is. Unless and until there is acceptance, we cannot help any child. First, as the principle of insight, I do believe in that. I always say I don't believe in interviews. I only believe in accept the child as the child is and just help the child to do the best whatever they can. And here we have the sculptor, Mr. Hanumant Raju, who has really seen the strengths of the child. He has not seen the weaknesses of the child. As teachers, as this thing, what we have to learn is to know what strength a child has. That is very, very. And I don't want to use the word disabled. I always say these children are specially able children. They are born with one talent or the other. And throughout my journey of education, it has been proved that these are the children who do well. I think even this year we had a cerebral palsy child who's got 97% in 10th standard board exam. As Mr. Hanumant Raju said, there are a lot of provisions given by the government for these children. Why are we not utilizing it? They are getting the scribe, they are getting the exemption in languages, they get extra time. But only thing is, as educationists, we need to go a step forward to help these specially able children. What we found with Devesh, whenever he used to put music, he used to jump, he used to love, and he always used to tell, my dream is to meet and become like Bala Subramaniam. These are the words even today, and his teacher, Aisha ma'am, always says, Devesh had this dream, and it is his parents who are helping him to realize his dream today. I'm sure that one day he will meet to that heights. Thank you so much, Devesh. Congratulations to the parents, and congratulations to all of you who are a part. And he's an inspiration parent to all the other parents who have got specially able kids. They are able, they are not disabled. I can say they are specially able kids, and I'm sure they will do wonders provided we learn how to accept them in the society and give them the equal opportunities to do their best. And let all of us join hands in this, and always there for this motive.
Excuse me, ma'am.
That's
Excuse me, ma'am.
really wonderful. That's
Excuse
really
me, ma'am.
wonderful, ma'am.
Thank you
Excuse
so
me,
much. Yes, ma.
Yeah,
ma'am.
that's really
Madam,
great. You want to talk, ma'am? Okay.
Namaskar
Okay.
to all. Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
namaste.
sorry. Yes.
Namaskar to all.
Namaste.
I am very happy. I am very happy to see you. Your voice is very important for us. I am a proud parent, ma'am. My child is Down syndrome, 37 years old. but here education is not capable, not capable. But she is a Odissi dancer, classical Odissi dancer, ma'am. लेकिन her achievement is very more powerful, ma'am. Or she is now choreographer of Odissi dance, mental
Oh, wow.
Down syndrome.
Very good. Very nice to hear that. Very nice to hear that.
I am Odisha, ma'am. My
Thank
name
you.
is Sugandhi Sahu from Odisha, Bhubaneswar. Our have parents association for mentally retarded children.
That's what I say.
Okay.
Every special child has a special parent God has created, and you should be proud of that.
Thank you, ma'am.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. We'll continue. Thank you, D'Souza ma'am. Thank you, and we are very happy to have you with us today. And it was a wonderful suggestion for the parents. That's really nice of you, ma'am. The next question to sir is Hanumantraju sir is, no doubt family plays a very important role. You please tell us about the teamwork, how you and Usha, say I've not yet spoken to Usha. Usha ma'am, welcome. Can you please tell how the teamwork, I'd like to know how you planned. Is it only sir's plan, or you also, like, you both together did the whole plan for the Devesh? How was it?
Yeah, for every success we need a teamwork. Like actually initially he was in IT field. Initially we used to get a little time to discuss. I used to be with Devesh till 6th, 7th standard. But whatever the plans we used to do, we discussed and then we used to implement that. When it was like music and all, I used to
These are the
go.
grandparents, Papa, they're doing like this.
But I was like in a dilemma, like whether to continue in music or with the education. But he was firm in his decision. Like education, to some extent, it's okay. Like a functional academics, it should be. And whatever strength he has, whatever interest he has, after doing that, he should feel happy, right? So for that, he was focusing more on music. So then he explained, like we will continue him in music field, so that it will be more easy for him to learn, and then he was enjoying it. So in that way, after 7th, we decided like, okay, we will full-time, we will put him in music only. So after that, he quit the job because it was difficult for me to manage both. Younger one is also there. So at that time, he took the lead. He used to go around with him for all the concerts, music concerts. Like that spark was because of his father. Like he used to go more of concerts and be with Devesh for 3 hours in start sitting so much, no? So he want to give concerts, but he has to know how much effort he has to put. He has to sit on the stage for 2 to 3 hours or 1 hour like that. So for that all rough groundwork from the scratch we started, but he supported him at that stage. Like he full time he was, now he's taking care of him. Like even in the school also we decided like we will put him to some other music school. Then D'Souza ma'am told like half a day you make him to sit in the school and study whatever he can. Half a day you spend with the music. Why you will so early you will quit from the like education side. So she also supported in that way till 7th. She supported us. Then we full time we took him to the music.
And what about, I heard that you're a special educator, right? You did the course, right?
Yeah, when his father quit the job, I got a time. Yeah, at that time I got a time to do the course. So after doing that course, it actually helped me a lot to connect with Devesh. Earlier we were like, why he's facing the challenges. So after doing the course, I used to discuss with my husband, used to tell that, so we can make out what are the difficulties Devesh is having. And then we actually calm down ourselves and we were able to think why he's doing like that. Then we started adjusting to him. So it's a better adjustment and like understanding with him happened with that special education.
That's wonderful. That one, that's really nice. And sir, what about the gurus like Mridangam? The teachers are here with us?
Yeah. I think he might be there. I think Vamshi, are you there in the call? Vamshi?
Yes, hello. Yes, I'm in the call. Yes.
Yes, yes, sir. Sir, what's your yeah, namaste, sir. Can you please share, like, what was your experience with Devesh? How you felt while, how is he different from others? What is your experience?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
First of all,
sorry
Yes.
to interrupt. See, first I will tell about Vamshi first. Okay, so he is also like my son. Okay, so he is in the same, just 4 months older than Devesh, but he is a guru to Devesh now, and he learned Mridangam from Anuru Ananta Krishna Sharma, Shivu sir.
Okay.
And he's given like more than 2,000 concerts till now in India and abroad.
Wow.
And yeah, and he is for big singers. He has given a sat, Mridangam sat, in all the music concerts, most of the music concerts, and he can play 16 types of percussion instruments. And he has also like did the homeschooling, like till second standard. Totally, his time is dedicating it to the music. So
That's wonderful.
And he is teaching Devesh. Actually, we met Sai Vamshi in 2017 at Purandara Bhavana in Isro layout. Like after that, like once I spoken to Vamshi, like he has become a role model to us. Like for Devesh, he is the best. Like if Devesh is not doing something, if we tell him that okay, Vamshi doesn't do this, he will do like this. Okay, and that is the reason he's getting the more concerts. So that's it. Devesh will do that.
That's wonderful. Yes, Vamshi sir, tell me please.
That's very kind of you, Hanumantraju sir. And talking about Devesh, he's a very special child. Like when you say about Mridangam, there is a lot of difference when you come to tabla. So tabla and Mridangam both are percussion instruments, but with a lot of difference. So in tabla, you need to play very soft to get the correct tone. But in Mridangam, it is a bit different. You need to play hard to get the right sound until you get the experience to play softer. So what I actually felt was, initially when Devesh started Mridangam classes under me, he was not able to produce the correct sound. He was okay playing tabla. He was learning tabla from earlier. So as he started Mridangam, he was not really able to get the sound correctly. So, but he overtook it very fast, like very quick. Whenever I was saying him, no, this is not coming, it's sariyag bartilla, inu jorag nodisbeku, you need to play harder. He can just understand, and he can make a note of his mistakes. That's a really great thing, because some people really, now what happens is they'll be doing something wrong, but they will not be able to judge it. But I don't see that in Devesh. If he makes a mistake, he knows that, oh, sorry, oh no, he tells that. Suppose he's playing something, oh no, I just forgot that. He's like that. So that's a wonderful thing of Devesh. And there is a lot more to learn. And what I would request everyone is the specially abled children who are there, please get them somewhere, at least any art form, like it may be painting, music, any dance, anything, it may be anything. So one thing about music is also a therapeutic object. So music, you can see from the, what you can say, Vedas, there are Vedas which say about music, many things. So there are better people who can say a lot more about music therapy. So that has also worked for Devesh in getting his concentration. So, and I request Devesh and his parents to continue this music journey of his. And, wishing him all the best.
That's so nice of you. Thank you, Vamshi sir. And Hanumantraju sir, I don't want to leave your younger son. I don't see him there. Like, just we would like to say hello to him also. Hello.
Yeah, actually, he is my
Hello.
younger son,
Huh.
Dhruva.
Hello, ma'am.
He is my
Dhruva.
brother, ma'am.
Okay. Dhruva, you are also learning music?
Yes, ma'am.
You are
Good to
also
hear.
doing. That's very nice. Very nice meeting you, Dhruva.
I play keyboard and tabla. ma'am.
You play keyboard and tabla. That's wonderful, wonderful. Mm. Yes. Now, since the time is, since we are running out of time, I would request the audience now, because I have so many questions to ask, but really we don't have that much time. So I request the audience, the parents, anything you want to know about them, so that they will tell you. So I think we should. You can just put your questions in the chat box so that we will ask Hanmantaraju sir and Rusha so that they'll answer. You can do that. Meanwhile, I'd like to know, sir, we will, as you said, from positive to, it's not, I don't say negative, it is a journey actually. We have to see the situations, and I don't believe in, okay, the situation is bad means we need to sit quiet. We have to make use of the situation for the different things in a different way and make it useful. That's what you always did. So I'd like to share a few things, like in the beginning, what are the challenges you had?
Yeah.
Like to find the teacher, to find the school.
Yeah, actually, like initially when he was a kid, he used to laugh once in a week. Not, it is like we used to wait for like a week to see his smile on his face. Okay, and like when he is like a 1 year old boy, and he started with like a diarrhea. Okay, and like we consulted many doctors, and they like lot of doctors give lot of suggestions, and then lot of medicines he took in the at that age itself. And it was like I used to feel very bad, like for that age, that many medicines, like I don't know like what type of impact it will create on him. Later we decided, okay, just we will leave all the medicines. Okay, we will leave all the medicines, and then we will cook whatever is available in the home. And then we started searching in the internet, like what type of food is good for this type of children's. Okay, and then again, like it got saturated. Like we stopped totally the medicines at that age itself. So that even the diarrhea stopped it. Okay, and that's what I'm saying. Like don't give lot of medicines. There is a too much too problem. Okay, and that is one thing like we faced. And then whenever any new environment, he used to cry a lot. Like for example, going by the flight, okay, he used to start crying from the beginning till we come get down from the flight. Okay, he used to do like that. So we used to give like lot of sleeping medicine, like with the doctor advice, and then we used to take him to the flight. And when we reached Hong Kong, and when we were in the immigration counter, he started crying. So like it made like lot of sound in the airport, and that immigration officer didn't see any passport, anything. Just he put a seal, and then he asked us to walk in. So he didn't ask not even a single question. Okay, so that type he was. And when we were going in the ferries also, he used to cry a lot. So and then like whenever we want to see some places in abroad, like I used to carry him on my shoulders always. He never used to get down. Okay, I used to carry him on my shoulders, like all the places, like wherever we go, I used to carry him on my shoulder and then watch the places. Okay, and some people used to laugh at us, like why we were carrying him like that and all. So, but we were not worrying about that. So, but at that time, I didn't know that he has this autism issue. Okay, and when he was in Ireland, he used to go to one play home. There we started observing a lot of signs, like a lot of, he was not at all mingling with other kids. He used to sit alone, and then he used to cry, like whenever the photo session or something, he used to cry a lot. After that, we decided, okay, we'll come back to India and get the consultation first. What is the issue? And then we will work on that. So then we came to NIMHANS, and we found when he was around 4.5 years old. So we consulted the NIMHANS hospital, and they diagnosed this as a ASD and ADHD. And initially it was very difficult for us to digest. And the one doctor, like I have to thank him, like his name is Sai. Okay, and his Mridangam guru is also Sai Vamshi. Okay, so like it is connected like that. So
yeah, even the
like
guest is also Sai. I think, yeah, even the guest name is also Sai Padma. So something is connected with the name for you, maybe.
Yeah, connected with that name. And he has clearly told that, see, this is the condition he born in. Okay, he has to live with that. So there is no cure. Like suppose fever comes, okay, one tablet we will give, and it will go in another 2 to 3 days. It won't go like that. He has to live with it. This condition, first you have to accept, okay, my son is having this condition. Okay, I have to take care. I have to change my lifestyle a bit. Okay, so we cannot enjoy like how others are doing, right? We have some responsibility, because see, why God has given this kind of kids to us is we are able to take care about these kids. So that is the reason God has given these kids to us. Okay, so he told clearly that you have to accept first, then only you can do something for him. So on that day, at that spot itself, I decided, okay, this is my life. Okay, I will change my lifestyle. Okay, but I want to see some improvement in Devesh. So myself and my wife was worrying, like since he has that issue, like how he will learn, how he will cope up with other kids and all. So I told her, like whatever it might be, we have accepted, and then we will change. Okay, then we started working together.
You're right, actually.
So we started
That's really wonderful. That's really wonderful, sir. It's an amazing journey, actually. Lot of challenges and a lot of inputs to the parents. Like everyone is like, most of the parents in the group here are also going through this. But in spite of the challenges, how you took it, how your journey, like you changed that negative to positive, you made it positive. Today he has learned so many things. That's really wonderful. We have a question for you, sir. Amita is going to ask you the question. Can you please answer that? Yes, Amita.
Yeah.
The question is from Vasudeva K. They're asking if there is any soft copy of the Disability Act in order to know what benefits the kids can avail from the government.
Before that, that question is technical. Devesh sir, sorry, Ulla's father, right? Vasudev sir, I will give you the details about that. Okay, because we have very little time, because it's a legal question, definitely we will address you and we will talk to you, sir. And the next thing what I want to know is about the terrace gardening, and along with this, Devesh is into terrace gardening as well as mushroom cultivation. Can you please brief about that, sir?
Yeah, see, from the beginning, I was more interested towards the natural farming, okay? Because, you know, like a lot of chemicals they will use for the vegetables, to grow the vegetables and crops. And I read in some of the articles, whatever the chemicals they are spraying on the plants, that may lead to the neurologic disorders. Okay, so that's, yeah, and actually at that time when we decided to do farming and all, So at that time, there was a severe garbage issue in Bangalore. BBMP was facing. Okay. At that time, we thought like, okay, since BBMP is facing that issue, at least we'll try to help consuming the green waste and make it to compost, so that garbage disposal won't be there. See, garbage disposal is like two types. One is the green waste and one is the dry waste. So dry waste, at least anyway, we have to give it to BBMP. But wet waste, at least if we consume that, and then if you make it to compost, at least we will reduce some burden of the BBMP. Okay. We thought in that way and decided to start the process, and I started teaching this process to Devesh. Even I didn't know the process. I started learning from the YouTube, and then after I have taken a training at Lalbagh for 1 week about the farming, everything, organic terrace garden farming. And then we started, and initially, since I'm in the rented house, it is very difficult to get the permission from the owners of the house to do the garden, because they will have the fear that the farming might affect the building. Okay. And now the present owner, even I have to say very thankful to her. Her name is Janaki Krishnamurthy. She might be in the call, I don't know. But she has given a permission to do the composting as well as the terrace
So
garden.
right now your Devesh is also involved in the cultivation of mushrooms, right?
Yeah.
That
Correct.
we can
So Devesh
actually
also,
give this. Sir, due to the time constraint, I'm very sorry. What we can do is we'll just give the information to the parents in a writing later on, so that if anyone is willing to go ahead with this or do, means I will definitely share your number in the group, so that you can guide them. It may be like it's a vocational training for children. Definitely will do. And I definitely appreciate the effort. The journey is really amazing. Thank you very much. Before that, about the...
Thank you, Ms. Nirmala and Ms. Hanwant Raju, for such an informative session. I'm sure our audience got a lot of perspective to deal with issues relating to special children. The great sculptor recognizes the immense work that you've done in bringing up Devesh, you and your wife. So I would request Ms. Nirmala to present to you the Great Sculptor Award.
This is the award, sir.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
And Satvik is sharing the award. You just see, this is the award. And we are very, very, very happy to honor you with this award, sir. And you are an inspiration for other parents. And definitely see the idea, the purpose of this event is we want the parents to get exposed to different chances or opportunities for the children. Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks a lot, madam.
And on behalf of Hanumantaraju sir, whoever all helped Devesh, we from Amara Saundarya Foundation and our team congratulate and thank all of them for supporting. And also we want others others who are the present here, just share this information. See, Devesh is such a great singer. We all heard him. Let's support them to showcase their talent. Let them become let's not think, okay, agalvo, can you do that? Maybe that day you may not know, no negative thoughts. Let's give the opportunity for the artists like this, encourage them, and definitely it will make they will make a big difference in the society. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for the inputs.
I have reached the last segment of today's session. It is my privilege to propose a vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of those who worked really hard to make this second episode a successful one. Firstly, I would like to thank our chief guest, Ms. Meena Jain, our guests of honor, Ms. Sai Padma and Pragnanand, and who gave us their precious time to take part in this session. Secondly, I would like to thank Mr. and Ms. Hanuman Raju for accepting our invitation to be interviewed, not only giving us their time, but providing us with valuable information and helping us understand the needs of a special child. Thirdly, our sincere gratitude goes towards Ms. Nirmala Amarnath, who came up with this fantastic idea of interview sessions. Her creativity and constant contribution towards society always surprises us. Fourthly, I would like to thank our board members of Amara Soundarya Foundation and most importantly, our audience for the day who took the time to participate in today's session. Lastly, but not the least, I would like to thank the sculptors behind the great sculptor, Satvik, Vikram, Vaibhav Rao, whose constant support and hard work made this online interview session a successful one. Thank you all.
And a very, very special thanks to Devesh.
And he is waiting for his tabla turn.
Yeah, we end the session with tabla now. That's nice.
Good.
That's nice. Yes, sure. Yes, ma.
Good.
Yes, Devesh.
ತಿರುಗಿಡ ಧಾತಿದ್ದಾಗೆ ತಿನ್ನ ಕಿನ್ನ ಧಾ ಧಾತಿದ್ದಾಗೆ ತಿನ್ನ ಕಿನ್ನ ಧಾ ಧಾತಿದ್ದಾಗೆ ತಿನ್ನ ಕಿನ್ನ ಧಾ ಚಕ್ರಧಾರ. धन्यवाद.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. God bless you, Devesh.
God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am. And this is one more, ma'am. This is today's harvest from our terrace garden.
Very
good.
We can. Oh, nice.
Thank you,
Very
Tata.
nice. Very nice.
Devesh,
Oh, wow.
very good.
Terrace garden.
You're amazing, Devesh.
Yes, very nice.
Yes, everyone can just unmute
you
and
all.
wish them,
Thank
wish,
you.
bless them.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
It's quite inspiring, Devesh.
Thank you, ma'am.
Lot to learn from you. Lot to learn from
Thank
you
you,
and your parents.
Definitely.
Brilliant boy. He learns so fast. Great.
Brilliant, Devesh. Brilliant.
I thank every one of you for attending this interview session. We hope that it was helpful and you could learn from the inspiring Devesh. The second episode of
Hi, Devesh.
Culture has come to an end.
All the best.
Hi, uncle.
Super. Fantastic.
Thank you, uncle.
Devesh, now you should. I have unmuted.
Thank you, Devesh.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Nirmala,
Devesh, next time you have to explain the importance of mushrooms, nutrition facts and everything. Okay?
Okay.
Good.
I think we should have one more session. They have so much actually.
Yes.
This is, the time is not at all enough. Definitely. I didn't know. Otherwise, we could have planned 2 episodes of Devesh itself for exclusively for Devesh 2 episodes.
I think we have to book Devesh for 365 days.
That's
Nobody
nice.
has much.
Thank you.
We have got everything to learn from him. It's not him being
Yes.
taught. We have lots to learn from you, Devesh. A great personality. Thank you.
yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you,
Yes.
Nirmala. Thank you,
Thank you.
Devesh and his parents for an enlightening journey for us.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. Bless you. And I hope your dream with SP Balasubramaniam will come true soon. Okay. You write to him.
Thank you, ma'am.
He is not very well now. So I think you write to him that you are practicing to sing with him. And so when can we have that song, sir? You write to him. Let's see what he replies. Tell him you're ready. Thank you, Nirmala. Very enlightening.
Thank you all. Thank you all for
Special
participating.
Special
Thank you,
thanks to
Nirmala.
Amita also for coordinating.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Saying
Thank you,
that,
everybody.
I would like to say that the second episode of The Great Sculptor is successful and has come to an end. This session happens every third Saturday of the month. Hoping to see you again next month. Thank you and have a great day.